And we're live on the internet. We have a late start to the stream tonight because...
Your heart will go on?
Also,
yeah.
I do think that every time I see the cover of this game. Also, it's Tuesday, but it's been a very busy Tuesday, and the girls did not want to come home. I walked them to go get Steve from the bus stop, and then they were just like, that's great, let's keep walking. Anyway, we're playing Transatlantic, designed by Mac Gertds, on tonight's stream. Sorry, I'm like, Spacey Ray's over, and I'm like, streaming's casual now. But it's, yeah. Transgalactic. Oof.
Yeah.
Yep. Steve is feeding the dogs, if you're wondering. Hey, Edward. Thanks for swinging by. I'll see you at Gamma. So Transatlantic is designed by Mac Gertds. He is the designer who does Concordia, which they announced there's an expansion for coming out. When is it coming out? Is it Gen Con? I don't remember, or maybe it's Essen. I don't remember when exactly it's releasing. So there you go. He also has some other titles and things like that, but that's the one he's most well known for. So you'll probably, if you're familiar with Concordia, see a bit of Concordia in this game. But it is unique enough to stand on its own, we say. So there's that. I also want to thank Mac Gertds for helping sponsor this stream. He gave us a media rate on purchasing this game at Essen, and so we were able to afford it because we buy a lot of games to stream at Essen, and he was willing to cut us a little bit of a deal. So there's that. Steve is creating an obstacle course for Xena to get her dinner. So there we go. Okay, so we have done most of the setup off camera just because life's easier with this one when you do setup off camera. And there's one last bit of setup that we're going to do, and that is we're going to purchase our secondary ships. Each player will start with $150, and we're going to purchase ships throughout the game. But for the first part of setup, they have you purchase a second ship, because everybody starts with a random starter sail ship. But we're going to do that in a minute. I want to teach the game really fastly and go over some key stuff, and then we'll finish setup. So, in this game, we're not captains, we own shipping companies. And our captains are these little wooden meeples in our player colors, which is pretty fun. But we own shipping companies, and we command... Hi, Steve. You gonna sit down?
Yeah.
How you doing, boss? I made myself a tea with caffeine, and then I left it on the counter. But it's, like, cold and oversteeped, so I'm okay with that.
Iced tea.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. Okay. I'm ready to start a transatlantic shipping company.
That's right. So we own these transatlantic shipping companies, and we each start with a sailing vessel. And throughout the game, we're going to be buying steamships because the game sort of is set from the time period of 1875 to, I think, like 1930, 1940 is when the ships stop. And all of the ships in the game are actual ships in real life that existed. So that's pretty cool.
1914.
1914. There you go. Oh, World War I. That's right. It goes right up to World War I. And so the ships are we're going to play through 10 ages, essentially. And each age is kind of a different length. But the ships come out in randomly within themselves order of different date periods. And then as we buy the ships, they will get cycled. Thanks, each. And the game will end as soon as all ships have been purchased from the market. And I do mean purchased. And then there are the era 10 cards are actually buildings. And you can purchase buildings, and they will, like, do score modifiers and stuff like that for the in-game. But the game won't end until all of the ships are out of the market.
I think I don't know if Ichi's got like a rule correction or something.
Something
she very much wants to say.
I think she wants to say, please let me out of the bedroom. So on the card, similar to Concordia, or on your turn, you're going to play a card from your hand. Everybody starts with the same exact hand, and it has 7 cards in it, and those cards will let us do things. And on your turn, you're just going to play a card to the top of your stack, and you're going to do what it says. It's really straightforward. Then you're going to play on your next turn another card. You're going to put it on top, so you only ever have one card visible. You can stack them so you can see what you've played previously, but it might be in your best interest to make it so other people can't see what you played previously, potentially. It's up to you. You can make your own call on that. But you do need to make sure that the one that you played last is on top, and is most noticeably on top, because there is a card that you can play which allows you to copy the last card played by an opponent. So that's why that is important to do. So let's talk about these cards super quickly, because they're really straightforward. So the first one, the most obvious one, is Shipyard. Shipyard lets you buy ships. So you can purchase any ship that you want that is visible in the market, and the cost for the ship is in red on the ship card. Let's change cameras. Angela's dog is getting into something and Ichi's crying. It works.
That's what Ichi was trying to tell us, maybe.
Yeah.
She's kind of a narc.
She is 100% a narc. So the cost of the ship is in red, below the upper right corner. And then there is an additional cost depending on how far and how long it's been in the market. So if I really wanted to buy the Germanic, it would cost me £80 because we're apparently British.
That's how you measure ship mass in pounds, right?
Something like that. But it would cost £80 plus £30 to purchase the Germanic. So I would discard 1,100 pounds. No. Yes. No, that would be 1,000. That game doesn't go that high. 110 pounds. I was trying to add a zero. I would discard 110 pounds, and then I would get the Germanic. And then, when I purchase a ship, with the Shipyard, you can purchase up to 2 ships if you want, so I could purchase the second one. But I'm broke, so I won't. And then, the last ship in the Shipyard actually gets retired and goes to the docks. And then everything would shift, and then we would replenish the Shipyard back up. I'm going to undo what I did a little bit so we don't forget. But when you purchase a ship, you can take the ship and you put a captain on the ship. Yay, you got promoted, you're a captain. And you put the ship in your home base. And then you can decide if you want to put that ship into one of the regions of the world. So you can have it hang up in you have the ships that you purchase hang out in your home base, and then you may deploy one of the ships that you purchased to sea, which is part of the card. And when you deploy, it's just going to go to the top and bump bound. But the ships in each region need to be in age order. So the oldest ship is always going to be the furthest down in the region, and the newer ship will be on top. So I would slide in the Germanic like that. Okay? It's really straightforward. It gets very interesting as we get more ships in these regions, because you will eventually have a ship bump out, and so the ship will be kicked out of the region. And when that happens, you can, if possible, have that ship do one last delivery, because it's not a pickup and delivery game, it's just a delivery game. You can have that ship, if possible, do one more delivery and earn you some extra cash. But when the ship gets bumped out, it will just score you points. So you score the points that you would normally for the ship, and then it's scrapped and retired, and you put it face down under your board. And we'll get there eventually. But when a ship gets bumped out, there is a chance where it actually, if it's not the oldest ship out, it could actually be put in another region. So if there is space for the ship, and if it's not the oldest ship, it would slot itself into a region where it could be young and fresh and hip compared to the other ships in that region. So it's kind of hard to explain that without doing examples, and it's hard to make an accurate example without going through all the cards in the deck. So we'll do that when we get to it. But when I put the Germanic into play, we'll just do that again. There we go, I have the Germanic. Yay! So the Germanic is a steamship. All the ships are steamships except for the first ship. The starting ships that every player gets. Even though they have sails. they also still are steamships. And for the steamship to be able to do deliveries, you need coal. So there's a really helpful card called the cold card. Yay! When you play the cold card, you get as many coal as... you get to load as many coal... Can you go let her out? This is ridiculous.
Waiting for Xena to be done.
Hey, Joe! Competitive shipping companies.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Eden. Okay, so you gain as much coal as you have icons on this bingo board. Every player has this bingo board. It's pretty awesome. But there's a coal slot, and you will gain 1 for every tile that you have in your coal section, plus 2. So at the start of the game, you have 1 coal slot tile, 1 coal tile, so you'll get 1 plus 2. So I would get 3 coal, and then I would distribute it evenly to all my ships. You never store coal in your home area. You always put it on your ships. So I'd be like, oh, you're a sailing ship. You don't get coal. So the Germanic gets it all. Yay! So that would be the coal stuff. Then I could transport. Yay! So the transport card lets you transport stuff with 2 of your ships. So you pick 2 of your ships. There's a little thing on here that says deploy if possible. If you have an extra ship in your area, you can deploy it. But when you have the transport card, you get to make 2 of your ships do transport, and this is how you get money. So my 2 ships would transport, boop, 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 and I would get $20 for having the Cuddy Sark transport. It's the green number in the upper right, and I would get $40 for the Germanic transporting. So I would make $60 off of these 2 transporting. When the Germanic activates transport, I'd have to discard 1 of its coal because it used it up to do a transport. So there you go. That's transporting. Another way that you can transport or have your ships transport is play a region card. So region cards, you choose 1 region, and all of the ships in that region will transport. So I could decide, I'm going to pick Halifax. So Halifax would transport, so Steve's Thermopylae would transport, and the Germanic would transport. So I would get $40, and Steve would get $20. In addition, me, being the person who played the region card, I would gain bonus money, and that bonus money would equal how much the oldest ship in the region owned by another player made. In this case, it's Steve's Thermopylae, so I would make a bonus $20. So I would, at the end of that, make $60 and Steve would make 20. And that would be the region card, and the Germanic would have to, of course, spend a coal to transport. So there's that. Then, another interesting... I already talked about the ship agent. This one, you just copy the last card played by opponent. You just do exactly what it says. It's a very helpful card.
The best card.
Then you have the invest card. So the invest card, you purchase a trade house. Or you can purchase a coal tile. So trade houses, you have 7 of these little Catan-style houses, and there are spots in each region to build those trade houses. The cost to build a trade house is the big old number above the trade house, and you can build in whichever one you want, but there's no reason whatsoever to not build the cheapest. So you probably just want to build the cheapest. So I'd be like, sweet, I'm going to build in Halifax. I'd pay $20, and then... for building that house, I get a bonus tile to put on my bingo board. Ooh. So I would say I get to pick which color bonus tile I want from these 3. So red, white, or green. And I would buy that tile and I would put it on my bingo board. These are relevant because these give you bonuses for ships of that good type at the end of the game. And also when the ships... in a region transport, you will gain points for trade houses that you have for every ship. So, with this tile, if I owned a white ship and that white ship was to be scrapped because it got too old, I would earn 3 points because of where this white tile is located on this bingo card, and then I would also gain plus 1 point for every ship already in the docks, the dry docks area, of that color. So, because that kind of represents, like, scarcity of that good type, basically. So if I were to have a white ship, I owned it, it got scrapped because it got aged out, I would get 3 points plus 1 point right now because of this ship. And remember, the number of ships in the docks is going to increase as we purchase ships because we will discard 1 ship every time somebody purchases new ships. So there's that. So that's trade houses. You may not own more than... You may not make it so that... You can't own more than 2 trade houses in a region. Mm-hmm. Somebody else has to always be able to purchase with you. But you can monopolize a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that's important because if the Halifax region was to transport now, if the Germanic was to ship stuff now, I would get 2 points because I have 1 ship that is transporting and I have 2 trade houses in that region, and those give me a 2 bonus points. And then I would have to discard that. And then I would get my money as normal for the Germanic going. So that is trade houses. Put that back. The very last card in my hand that we start the game with is the director card. Everybody has a director card. When you play the director card, this is how you get all of your cards back. When you play the director card, you count the number of cards that you have played, including the director card, and you will potentially gain a bonus. If you have at least 6 card plays, you get 1 free bingo tile. They're not called bingo tiles, but that's what I'm calling them. You gain 1 free invest tile, as long as it's not the blue ribbon, which I'll talk about here in a second. So I could gain a free coal, or a green, or a white, or a red. But if I have at least 8 cards down, including my director card, which is impossible until you get 1 additional card, by the way, you get 2 invest tiles, but they can't be the same. So that's pretty nice. Then after you have picked up all of your cards, yay, gotten your invest token, yay, you get a new card to add to your hand. So you get to just pick one of the ones that is available for free, and you pick it up, and you put it, and it is actually the card that you technically play this round. So you put it down in your plate area, and then you do what it says. So there you go. And it stays down until you go through, and then you play your director again to pick it up. So that is how you acquire new cards. You cannot play the director card until you have at least 4 cards down. So that means 3 cards played, then you play the director, that's your 4th card. Okay. That is it. I forgot to mention, the invest card, instead of purchasing a trade house, if you don't want to do a trade house, you can instead buy coal, and coal costs $50. Right? Why do I think coal costs 50? Do you remember that? Does coal cost 50 to purchase? Or am I just imagining? Am I imagining?
My eyes are like really itchy.
This house is sneezy. You do have to pay $50, even though it's not on the thing. That's right. Yay, my memory is right. I've been sneezy and yeah. Allergies be going. It's been sunny all day.
Yeah, very true.
So when you play the invest card, instead of purchasing a trade house and getting an invest token, you can instead pay $50, get a coal token, add it to your coal bingo row, and you get 2 free coal cubes, which you put your ships anywhere.
Got it.
So there you go. That's how you get more coal cards. The only other thing that is left... Oh, it makes a rainbow. Ooh. When you put them in the order I taught them, you get a rainbow. That's actually really funny.
So do what I say and you get a rainbow? Otherwise...
Apparently. I think that was designed that way. Because that's the way that makes the most sense to put them in. One last thing. There is a bonus for having the fastest ship in New York. So the other thing on your bingo card is called the blue ribbon. When you buy a ship, when you deploy a ship, if you deploy the ship to New York and it is the fastest ship in New York, you get a blue ribbon tile to add to your bingo board. Yay! This means that when a blue ship is retired, you will get a higher blue ship bonus, obviously. And the bingo board is super important for in-game scoring, so you do want to pay attention to the blue ribbons. So, at the end of the game, you gain points based on the full...
There's another.
Oh, can you grab the other one? You gain points based on the full row on your bingo board. So for every complete row on your bingo board, you get increasing points. So for the first one, you get 0 points because everybody starts the game with that. Then you would get 5 points, 10 points, 15 points, and 20 points if you fill the last one. In addition, you will gain points for tiles that you have beyond your last completed row. So I would get 1 point for my red tile as well. So you want to bingo board it up. You want to fill up those rows, and you also you want to diversify essentially.
Is that cumulative points?
Yes.
So you get 5, then 10, then wow.
That's how you hit 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this game, the scoreboard only goes up to 50, but you have 2 50 tokens, and then they flip and are 100 tokens. And John was setting it up, and he was like, "Wow, is this a point salad game? There's like a lot of stave."
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no, we scored in the 200s last time, so it adds up. Oh, it's a multiplier.
The uppermost incomplete row is 1, 2, 3, or 4 points per tile in that row.
Okay.
So as you depicted, that would have been 2 points, I think, because it was the second row. The topmost row that's not complete, you get points per tile in that row equal to the number of rows.
Okay.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
if you only had one,
the more you get.
yeah, if you only had one tile in the top row, you'd get 1 point. If that was full and you had one tile in the second most row, you'd get 2 points. Two
If
tiles.
all you did was fill up the red row, it would
You
be
would
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4.
Uppermost.
Oh, the only uppermost.
So
Okay.
if all you did was fill the red column,
Only your top one.
you would
from
get
the game.
1
right.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 1 point.
Cool. All right.
That is something I can never remember.
It's a
in this
weird
game.
wording
That's
too.
interesting. Yeah.
Last thing, I already said that. Everybody has a director token. On your turn, you can, instead of playing a card, hi Xena, discard your director token from the game to play one of the cards that is available in the card market, but you don't gain the card, you just play it. So you'd be like, I'm gonna do Fleet, and then you throw that. You ditch your director token, and then you're good to
Is
go.
this worth anything at the end of the game?
Nope.
So you want to do that at least
Use
once?
it or lose it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome. Alright.
Cool.
Hey,
Alright.
Magona.
Hey,
Hey,
Fiddleback.
Yep. Alright. So that's it. Let me put the Germanic back. Da-da-da.
It's a sweet ship.
It's pretty nice.
So I believe these are all real ships.
They are, yeah. Yeah, they're all real ships.
And some of them have storied histories.
Okay, so, Steve's not wearing the correct accoutrement for tonight's stream.
Well, you should be technically
Well, but
because you're a card
but
back.
it's Steve.
I know.
And we
true.
don't have one of those.
You have a,
We don't have a
spyglass?
telescope.
We
either.
do so.
Where? You have one?
We do have that.
Where?
We'll tell you later.
in the kitchen, living room,
I'm like,
bedroom. No.
there we go. It's not a game with boats unless Steve's wearing his hat.
That's right.
Tina was like, what? You got up and you didn't do anything for me. Okay, so now we're going to finish doing setup, which is we're going to buy our first boats. So John is the starting player because his ship is the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ariel.
so he gets to go first. And John has first dibs of buying a ship. And he's going to put that ship, once he buys it, in a region to the left of where he started. This is weird. There's a separate rule book for setup.
You just can't put them in your own region. I
Yeah.
imagine.
I have
And
to pick
it
it
tells
up.
Yeah,
us.
you have to put it in the region which contains the sailing ship, and the player to his left.
Oh, okay. So in
Oh,
Halifax.
the player to your left.
Yes. The player to your
will
left.
be cheap and buy the Adriatic.
Okay. For this first shipping
$50.
ship purchasing round, we don't discard ships.
Oh, interesting. So nobody will get a ship in New York because
Yeah.
there's
Yes.
no players.
But this
But the
does
ship
fill,
is replenished. The market is replenished.
But
slides.
we don't kick the lowest one
Yeah,
off.
we
or
don't
set.
kick the lowest out for this special say.
Right. I'm just waiting for the Nautilus to come up.
That's a different game. All right, Steve.
Actually, I think some of these
Fire
ships were actually in Nemo's War, and were sunk.
Hey, Meeple overboard.
I will just get the Pomerania.
I imagine it's named after somebody's like dog.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine.
And
that's going
you are
here.
the player to my left.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes there.
Oh hi! Oh, also you get a coal. All of these,
nice.
yeah, for these first ships with this one, they each give us.
Isn't it
a coal.
every ship that you deploy gets a coal?
Yes.
And it's denoted by that coal symbol.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think the reverse side of this doesn't have coal on all of them.
Oh.
Okay.
As a variant.
It's the harder game.
Yeah.
I wanted. Well, I think I'm gonna buy the Germanic because it did so well for me in the example. It's so much more
It really
expensive. But I think it's worth it because it's a little younger. It's a little younger. I like them young, fast ships. Yes. Sorry. Can you give me a call? Okay.
I think a simpler way to explain the endgame scoring after doing the math
It's to throw this out the window.
is to throw that out the window. Just say, for your complete rows, every tile in the first row is 1 point, every tile in the second row is 2 points, every tile in the third row is 3 points, and every tile in the fourth row is 4 points, and you only score the uppermost incomplete row.
You said
that's
like
it.
the same thing as. No, I don't think that's easier.
No,
Yeah.
it is easier because you always.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't
No, it
help.
does.
It doesn't help.
Every tile in the first row is 1 point. Every tile in the second row is.
You're
2
worth
points,
1
every
point.
tile-
John, it's your turn.
Okay, it's my
Play
turn.
card.
I
Yeah.
think
I'm
it's
gonna play
easier.
card.
I think you're easier.
Oh.
I almost did a spit take, but I realized that's
Yeah.
somewhat rude. And
I've
beyond
been
camera.
teaching Thomas spit takes in the bath. Yeah. It's...
That's a bad idea. Like, I don't want to judge your parenting techniques, but that's a bad idea.
Hey,
It's a great idea.
Spit takes on command?
Yeah.
It's a life skill.
It's in the bath only, though.
Okay, you've definitely specified
Yes.
bath only.
Bath only.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep.
I will. Let's see. I got $100. Could buy 2
Oh.
ships.
Your breath is not smelling good, which means bad things for you.
Sorry.
No, not you. Her. Her.
Yeah, I wonder if because they haven't been having as many chewies.
I think they need chewies for dental hygiene.
I think they do too.
Yeah, replenish that ship.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Columbia.
So that's $90, huh?
I recently discovered there. So I don't know if the person who did the art for this game is a professional boat artist, but there are people who are professional ship and boat artists.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all they do is.
Mhm.
I'm purchasing a.
One of them lives here in Portland,
trade house. Is that what they're called?
and she travels the world to go and draw boat things, and I mean that seriously.
That I
cool.
want to
Yeah.
say that sounds like she's living her best life.
She's so happy. Yeah, she has a whole book, and I've almost bought you the book on on how to sail like a giant sailing
I thought you were
ship.
to say how to draw boats, but it's
No, it's
a how
like
to
it's
sail.
a how to sail book on like what life was like
That's awesome.
in the 18 whatever's on sailboats.
all right. Well, I'm gonna get on Amazon. You can play this too.
No,
right?
it's at
Can I get a green tile, please?
it's at the amazing
Thank
bookstore
you.
comic book shop.
Oh,
I've shown it to you before.
oh,
It's like a landlubber's guide to the sea.
Oh.
I think is the title.
oh,
Hmm.
oh. Well, speaking of landlubbers in the sea, I should purchase a ship, or just do an action.
Just that's the bigger
Yeah.
one. Just do an action.
Play card.
Just do something. Something related to
something.
the game. I feel like we haven't streamed in so long, but it was just Thursday.
What'd you stream on Thursday?
It was a Space Fury game. The calendar has been erased and updated. I no longer have
Chimera
that.
Station.
It was Chimera Station.
Yeah.
That was
I
it.
should know that.
We were splicing, slicing, and dicing.
Oh yeah, it was the space station of questionable ethics. That was a great.
How could we forget?
How could we ever forget the space station of questionable ethics? My ethics were extremely questionable. I
Yeah.
won that game. By a lot.
I think they're aliens.
No, you have little alien workers,
Yeah,
and you genetically,
make them better, though.
and then you can like make them not as better to get points.
Yeah.
And then you make them better again, and then you, yeah.
It's that part of the superhero movie where they lose their powers and eventually get them back, but without
Yeah.
the part where they get them back.
Yeah.
I think 2 of my ships are going to transport.
Or like Black Panther.
What? I haven't seen. Is that that movie that everybody likes? I haven't seen it.
It's very good.
It is.
Did you
very
see
good.
it?
No, I haven't seen it. It's very good. So I hear.
It's
Hey,
really,
Kabuki.
really good.
Okay, so I get rid of this coal, and then both of these ships transport,
Yep.
and then I get money.
Just so questioning. Yes, you get $50. Money?
What'd you transport?
This one transported nothing because
Yeah.
it's a sailboat. Or no, you picked that. I didn't just decide, I guess. And this one transported rivets.
Transported being awesome.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure boat. For pleasure.
It's for his pleasure. Sorry.
It transported little dogs.
It's rigged.
Oh, it's no, the
Oh, yeah,
Pomeranian.
tiny dogs, yeah.
Designer tiny dogs is what the Pomeranian did. I am going to purchase another ship. And that ship. Oh, that's even better. Hi, ZZ. Hi. Do you have a request to make? You just jam in your face. I'm gonna play the shipyard to purchase. I'm gonna only purchase one ship, but it's gonna cost all my money.
Here it is.
I'm purchasing the Debonair because I'm Debonair.
All right, face squish.
Or the Divania.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a younger, sleeker ship.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna go to Baltimore. And I get a cube of coal, and it has a captain.
Very nice.
It is a nice ship. I like
And
that.
so
ship.
that's the first ship. So this goes away.
That goes away. Yep. And then we shift these ships. The Titanic is in this game, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. And so for the most part, we're just doing like just random shipping. We don't really talk about anything. And then all the ships have on them tonnage, so how much they weigh, and then there's also how many knots of wind they travel out, which is relevant for New York. And then they also have, tonnage is
Displacement, I believe.
displacement of how much they can carry. And then there's passengers, which is how many passengers they can take. And that is relevant because certain cards that you can come out and add to your deck will give you bonuses or points or like stuff based on those numbers.
Okay.
So, yeah. The space station of questionable ethnics is called Chimera Station. That's the name of the board game. But the name of the space station in which we like lived and operated
And built out.
was the space station of questionable ethnics. Yeah.
Ethics.
Ethics.
That's better.
Wait, what did I say?
Ethnics.
Yeah.
Really tired, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna transport on a different Adriatic and my Ariel.
Also, I just really,
$50.
I worked really hard this weekend while Steve was gone.
And I get a point,
You
right?
got a point. Yep.
On board.
And I
1 to
cleaned.
200.
I cleaned the set. I cleaned the built-in.
And it's really nice.
There is no longer piles of junk back here. I just really want to point that out.
Would you say it's probably my turn?
One could say that.
I think that I...
Leslie apparently bought a Chimera Station because I lapped you on the scoreboard. My ethics were a lot more questionable than Steve's. Though Steve is doing really shady stuff with his workers.
I was.
He was like over-splicing them.
I was oversplicing them. I think I'm purchasing the Columbia.
Colombia.
Did someone do a... Yeah, Tiffany did. I'm gonna copy Tiffany.
Of course you are.
Copy the last card played by an opponent.
Oh.
The Columbia is 100... Oh, it's just 100.
Just 100.
And I'm deploying the...
Plus 30. Oh.
Yeah.
70 plus 30.
I'm deploying the
sorry.
Columbia to New York.
New York, it's the fastest. You
It's
get
the
over
fastest.
it.
Yeah, participated.
Yeah.
You do your job, Steve.
Guys. So the Cody Stark is on the precipice of being bumped.
And it would get bumped to New York? No.
It would.
It wouldn't be the youngest in any
It would go
region.
to Halifax.
No,
It doesn't need to be the youngest. It just needs to be able to go there.
Oh,
So you put it
okay.
anywhere.
Yeah. So I could bump it, and it would go in between. Yeah.
It only gets bumped if it's the youngest ship in the whole world.
The oldest ship.
The oldest ship.
In the whole world.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I have no money whatsoever. And so I will copy John!
Yay.
Oh, no, I won't. That's stupid. Not that you're stupid,
Aw.
but that would be stupid. I'm instead going to do region. And I'm going to do the Baltimore region. Because Steve doesn't get to ship Pomeranians because he's out of coal. So, actually, I will do transport instead because I make more money. So the Divania and the Germanic will both ship, and I get $70. This paper money is like, it's not bad quality paper. It's pretty thick. It's pretty shiny.
Yeah.
I'd rather be playing with poker chips, but we streaming, so we playing with the game al natural.
I will buy a
I'm in a weird mood.
You are in a weird mood.
Yeah.
I will buy. Let's see, I got that much money. 30.
Maybe I should start drinking though.
So you're that like hyper level of tired.
I
where
am
we
a
just
hyper
we
level
just
of
need to go
tired.
just a little bit more and you will totally crash.
We're gonna watch Doctor Who tonight.
Oh,
Steve's
I
back.
didn't see that. Matt Bonus says they should do a card line variant. Instead of speed, you choose which stat to order ships in.
Deploy the Oregon and New York.
There is a variant. There's a not a variant, but there's a like an advanced. I guess it's a variant of this game where you can play with what's called the President's card. And it adds some stuff.
Blue.
It adds some
Oh,
stuff.
this goes away as well.
You take a blue
Ribbon?
ribbon. So you said there's a variant or with the president thing? But yeah, that would be kind of fun if you basically did timeline but with ships. Because the one with dinosaurs was fun because I think the dinosaur one was like years or like size or weight
Size,
or
yeah.
size. Yeah.
That's fun.
All right, my turn. No, Steve's turn.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Hey, I couldn't remember which week can you not? You can't be here the 13th, right?
Next week I'll be gone, and then the 27th I'll be gone.
Oh.
What are you thinking? Oh, charge. No.
Does the Scotia always
I don't think we can charter Stu until April.
Does the Scotia transport for anybody or no?
It transports if you do the region card because it is the oldest. So you'll get the $20 bonus. That's why there's 20, but nobody gets the nobody owns the Scotia. It's a national treasure. But you can see on the calendar what is on the 20th.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can come to that if you want. It's
Cool.
up to you.
Be fun.
Be welcome.
I mean, if you... would you want to do 2?
Yeah, we could.
Because it's fast enough, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
It'd be the first.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, then the 27th... Yeah, I didn't put anything on the 27th yet because I was waiting to see... I couldn't remember if you were going to be there or not. So that'll be a 2-player stream then.
Yep.
So weird only having 4 streams this month.
I know.
So weird.
You're only going 3.
Yeah. I really need the time, though.
Yeah.
There's like a huge... There's like, 9 days missing.
So if I just do load coal,
Yes.
I get to load 3 coal?
Yes. Evenly as possible. Yep. There you go. Okay. Perfect. You did good. I'm really proud of you.
I did
You did do
great.
great.
I did great.
You deserve that coal. Something.
You'll have to pry it from my coal black heart.
Okay. I'm going to invest, and Cole, pry it from his... Yeah, anyway. I'm going to invest in Baltimore.
You have to Kalima it from my coal black heart.
For $20. And I punch Steve in the face. No, I get a red
Don't think that's in the
ship
sequence.
token.
So red looks like passenger luggage or passengers.
Yep.
Because I see
Yeah.
suitcases. White is
Mail.
mail and packages, and then green is probably just like
Food stuff and
bulk
things.
goods.
Beer and wheat.
Beer. I wish we had beer.
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 Okay. Let's,
You got up early this morning. For you.
I'm gonna load up some coal too. Let's do a couple on the Adriatic and one on the Oregon. Here you go.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Oregon. Bump, 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 bump. Steve return. Bump, bump, bump. These turns are really fast, except when Steve has a AP. Yep.
I mean, you say that.
We're waiting
Right.
on you. Is what I say.
It is your turn.
It is your turn.
Technically.
Why is there a coal
So
in
is
front?
it
Oh, 'cause
when
I
you buy a
shipped and I
ship, it
didn't
has to be the
want to
newest ship in a region? Them's the rules.
It doesn't.
I think I remember that rule. It has to be the newest ship in
So
the
what if you
region.
can't?
No, it doesn't have to be the newest ship.
You can purchase it, but you can't deploy it.
No, you rearrange the region. Oh, the region only can be entered if the new ship is at the same time the youngest inside that region.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Same time or youngest.
A new ship may be deployed in a region between other ships according to their age, if that region still has free space left, and there is no other region where it could enter at the top. So
Got it.
yeah. So during the first bit of the game, you could bump. So you could buy the Bellingham
Belgian
land and put it into here. But it's actually younger. It would go into Boston.
Yeah.
And you could actually have it bump the Cuddy Sark. And then the Cuddy Sark would go into Ariel, above Ariel.
I like that idea. 60 pounds.
Think so?
So you're bumping? Okay. So then the Cuddy Sark would sail, and I get to pick where the Cuddy Sark goes. And the Cuddy Sark could actually go to New York? It actually could go anywhere.
Yep.
The other three all are
Have an
young
open
enough.
spot. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go to Halifax. And now I will go ahead and do a coal deployment. So I get 3 coal.
Probably could have helped with that.
Yeah. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, Kairos.
Blurp.
1.
I'm sorry, I know you're trying to do
2,
things.
That. Alright. Jonathan.
Alright. That's not ideal. But I suppose it's fine.
Oh, did we bump it? Did we burn a ship?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the first blue one.
Language.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Language. They get retired, not burnt.
They go to docks.
Yeah, they're still
Straight.
operating.
They go. They
They're
go to the
museums.
shipyard upstate.
Yeah, you can go tour
Yeah.
them. I will. Maybe they're giving Steve 40 or both of you 20. I'll give Steve 40.
And does it use coal from mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I want to. So here you go.
Perfect.
I get
Thank
20
you,
for the
good sir.
Scotia and 50 for the Oregon. Okay.
Steve, turn.
I am going to choose a region. All ships in that region transport.
Which region? I wonder.
I don't know.
maybe it's Baltimore.
Hmm.
So that will be 30 and 30, and then the oldest transporting ship of another player. So I will get
90.
90.
And I will get
pounds.
30.
There you go.
Thank you. Steve's just throwing his money. That's how little he cares about money. Just throwing it around. Well, you both played Region. So there's that. So I will play Ship Agent.
Which
Actually,
one are you gonna copy?
Steve still has 3 cards left. And I can't remember what he's played.
Wait, how does Steve have 3 cards left?
I have 3 cards left. We go after you.
Did you start?
I know, but I have 2.
Because you went before us.
You started. This is still...
Wait, you shouldn't have 3
But
cards
Steve
left.
should have 2 cards
You
left.
should have 2 cards left. How have you cheated so far?
I've played 4 cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've played 4, but I go
played
after
5.
you. What did you do last turn?
Coal, right?
You bought a ship. When did you buy? You bought
With
a
my
ship.
ship agent.
No, you bought a ship last turn.
No, you put coal last turn.
No, because he bumped the Scotia, or he bumped the Cuddy Stark.
Oh, you mean when when I purchased the Belgian land?
Yes, you bought a ship.
Did you?
Yeah, you. Yep,
I
there
may
you go.
not have played a card.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Good call.
entirely possible.
Cheat and Steve. Where's Chad to put the ref? And jeez. Now that I've seen Steve's hand and what he has left, I'll do Region.
Hey.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Baltimore, which is not as good for me as it once was. But I get $60 Pomeranian ships, and I actually get a point because I have a trade house there.
And then I get 30.
Yep. And now it's John's turn.
Leaving Steve in the dust. I will direct. Because I now have 6 cards. So I will take a coal, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Boop.
What's the 50?
It's to remind you that you have to pay $50, but you don't have to pay $50 when you take it via the director card.
I see.
So it's the best time to take it.
And then the card I will play is ship provision transport. Let one sheet. Purchase up to 2 steamships. Let's see. I'll take this one. I'll take $50 for my 1 house. And then this gets wiped.
Oh, we do the same kind of thing, and then we load.
Yeah,
So this should have been on that side.
Yeah, it's important, Kairos.
Yep.
You're important
Yeah.
to me. I'm also going to director with my now 6 cards because apparently I may have forgotten some cards.
Which bingo tile are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get coal. Coal is great. And then I'm going to purchase a ship.
You have to take the card first
sorry.
and play it.
Yeah, I'm playing the shipyard card.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna pay a whole bunch of money. 60, 80, 100, 120, 130.
The stitches.
Yep.
I put 2 out.
Did you say 120?
130.
30.
This is 80.
That's 80. 80 and 60 is 140. Okay. May have
Going great today!
overpaid a little bit. So
Ooh!
purchasing the Umbria.
Going to Instagram. Eden posted a picture on Instagram of a scarf she's knitting.
And the Umbria is going to New York.
You can see a blue ribbon.
A blue riband.
And you gotta put extra coal on it.
Extra coal in it?
That's the bonus. Load one of them with
Oh.
extra coal.
So that's down.
Can't get.
What was the... Did that?
No satisfaction.
Blue
Well,
ribbon. That's what I'm
Instagram
getting.
doesn't post things in order.
And then you burned... got rid of the correct ship.
Alright, Tiffany.
I'm gonna copy Steve's card.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Darn it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Oh, wow. Sorry, I like the cabling on that. That's really pretty. The yarn also just looks like it'd be a pain in the butt to work with. I'm playing Ship Agent to copy Steve's shipyard. So I'm going to purchase the Ethrua? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Etruria.
For 130.
There you go.
And it's going to New York. You weren't the fastest for long, Kairaz.
Yeah, I was gonna buy that so you couldn't buy that ship and move it to New York, but I didn't. I just want you to know that I was going to.
I get to load it with extra coal.
Does the Scotia get redeployed or no?
The Scotia is the oldest ship, and it currently can fit here.
Okay, so it does get redeployed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have 2 coal, please?
So no more redeployments then, right?
Potentially there could be still, but it won't be to the middle of an area.
I thought once there's no more free spaces,
They bump.
they just bump.
So this one can go here because 73 is newer than 72, so it'll shove the Thermopylae out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Pomeranian, because it's younger than the Adriatic, would go here.
Oh.
So now you can only enter a column if you're younger.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you still get a ship if you do that?
If there is coal, if it is capable of shipping. So the Pomeranian doesn't have any coal right now, so it can't ship if it got bumped.
And bumped to the docks, right?
If it was bumped to the docks, yes. If
But
it was
you
bumped
get
to
redeployed,
Halifax,
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's fine, yeah. And then the sail ships, the starting ships, can always do a final thing because they're sail ships. All right, that's my turn.
Is it because everything's on sale?
Hey, Mom Gamer.
20. Terrible. But yeah, let's copy. Seems like a fun thing.
You can't copy my copy.
I know. I'm copying his copy.
I was just saying.
No take backsies.
By the orbits. Let's see, 1886. Let's bump.
Oh. Did we remember to bump one for me?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was the Britannia. 1886. Where can I go? It's not faster there. I think I want to go here.
Okay. So Thermopylae is bumped, and
It does transport.
It does, but because it can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So Steve will go ahead and get $20, and then he gets his captain back, and then the Thermopylae doesn't score any points because it's a flagless ship.
Yep.
But it goes under. Yeah.
My bard.
And then I get 2 coal on there.
Everybody's copying me.
I'm just gonna put these here because.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, Steve's right there. I'll do that.
Good idea.
Yep.
Well,
So
I
mine
was
is over here.
I was thinking
Do you want to copy?
maybe I will regen. Well, I can't
You
copy.
can't.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Did we burn one?
Yeah, because this. Oh wait, no. Did we burn one?
There were
yeah,
2 open
'cause there's
spots.
2
Yeah.
open spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, there was a gorgeous card. This one. This was here.
Yeah.
I am gonna ship here in New York.
New York, New York. Oh, you're doing region.
So 100.
Sorry. I just laughed at the
And then the oldest transporting ship of another player is Oregon.
Yep.
So it's John.
So you get $150, Steve.
I get 150, and then John gets 50.
Pull off mine.
Oh, do you transport also?
Yeah,
All
it's a
region.
region.
Oh, all. Yeah.
I'll get 60. Thank you, John. And John gets 50. Okay. And now my last card, the director card. I only have 7 cards, so I will get a coal for free because it's the best way to get coal. And then I pick up these cards, and then I get a new one. I think I'm gonna take the coal card. Because I need some coal. So I get number of coal that I have plus 3, so I actually get 5 coal.
Nice.
And I distribute as evenly as possible. So Cuddy doesn't get any. So it means evenly among your ships. So now they're all even. So now I have to maintain that evenness as much as I can, and then I have one left, and I can put it wherever I want. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the Etruria.
Yep, you must be fair and balanced.
Yep.
I'm going to purchase a house
Mm-hmm.
for 30. And I'll take another green.
Green tile for John. Steve's turn.
It is my turn.
Long scarves are good. When I used to knit a lot, I would knit long scarves, and then now that I don't live in a cold climate, I live in a wet climate, I don't like long scarves anymore.
Yeah, I'm...
Because they just get wet. So, like, I like the shorter ones that are just, like...
Purchase another
when
ship.
you do it, it's just right here.
For a flat 130. I will purchase the first Bismarck, because the first Bismarck is the worst Bismarck.
Why are you buying it?
More blue ribbons.
Bumping the Columbia. The Columbia can redeploy to Boston or Baltimore. If you deploy to Baltimore, you'll bump your Pomeranian, and if you deploy to Boston, you'll bump the Scotia.
And do I want to bump the Pomeranian?
You don't have any coal on it, so it wouldn't ship right now, so you wouldn't get any money, but you would get points. You would get 7 points.
Why 7 points?
Because you have 3 blue ribbons, so you have the 5, and then there's 2 blue over here. If the Scotia bumped, no one would get anything for it, but it would be gone.
Good riddance.
Wow.
I know.
Times are changing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
apparently.
I'll go to Baltimore.
Okay, so the Pomeranian's going to go away, and it doesn't give Steve any bonus money.
You can put your captain on the
So.
Bismarck, yeah.
And a coal.
Oh wait, that doesn't get a coal there.
No.
Okay, and then you get 7 points.
Got it.
John did it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you, John.
Now,
And did I get another blue ribbon?
No. Oh, yeah.
yes, you do get.
Do I get the blue ribbon before or after?
Probably.
Probably before. So you
2
get
more
another
points.
2 points.
Wow.
Yowzers.
Oh, because I purchased, then deploy. Oh no, I get it when I deploy. But yeah, it deploy happens and then the bump.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a transport. So let 2 of my own ships transport. So I'm going to have the Divania transport because I need to use that goal up before it goes off the edge of the world. I get a point for it because I have a trade house. And then I'll have the I don't know how to pronounce that ship. Transport. And I'm getting points, but I get 60, 30, so $90. 90 pounds. And then it's John's turn.
I will.
Yeah, Dr. Hooling scarves are tripping hazards.
Also transport.
Choking hazards, tripping hazards, lots of hazards.
70. And
2
then.
points.
4 points.
Oh, 4 points, yes. Because 2 ships, 2 trade houses. And Steve's turn.
I mean, no reason not to.
Ship agent! Who you copying?
I'm gonna copy John.
Yay!
But I'm gonna ship in
I know.
I'm gonna ship in New York. So that will be 120, and then the oldest ship is the Oregon.
That's the region.
Oh, that's the
Region
region.
2.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm just trying to cheat.
You gonna do the region now?
No.
Okay.
It wouldn't ship anyway
Yeah, it
because it has no coal.
No, right.
Yep.
Oh, but then the oldest transporting ship would have been that one, but it doesn't matter because nobody transported.
I'm gonna go ahead and invest. And I'm gonna go ahead and invest in New York.
New York City?
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you mind doing change?
Yep.
And then I will go ahead and get a, thank you. Do I want another red tile? I feel like having more red is good for the coming event that is impending. So yeah, I will do a red tile. Jonathan.
I'm gonna get some coal. I get 4 coal. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, I suppose.
Okay. We're like ignoring Boston.
I know.
Should probably invest in New York.
Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York.
I do want to hear that entire Taylor Swift cover album.
Something
by
like that.
Who was it? Rosanna Dana from SNL, the character. She was amazing.
Okay, is that what I was singing as?
Something like that.
Because I thought I was just singing as myself, uniquely. Steve invested in New York. I'm going to invest in New York.
Nice.
Wow.
For $40.
All right.
There we go.
Wow.
And I will go ahead and invest in New York for let's just go ahead and go red again. Let's go, let's just spread it off.
I'm gonna
Region.
score Halifax.
Yarp.
Yep.
Boopity boop and boop. So what's that? 90.
Yep.
And Tiffany
And
gets 20.
I get 20 because my cutty sock.
There you go, and I get
Cutty sock.
4
There's no
points.
T.
So I'm gonna load. I have 2 coal. I'm gonna load 2. I get 2 more. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 coal. Distributed evenly.
I'm gonna do the region. Doing New York.
All right.
Oh, I paid for that. I didn't actually put a thing in there.
Yeah.
New York, New York. So all of these are gonna ship.
Darn it.
I'll get 50.
Darn it.
Boop.
Darn it.
Boop.
Darn it.
And
20 for me. Good
I will
start.
get 110 because of John's old ship.
Yep. Good old Oregon.
And then I also get 2 points. Are you on 19?
I'm on 9.
You're on 9. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, oh,
No.
John.
Well, kind of nice. I could buy 2 ships if I want to.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think I will.
Just remember
Oops, wrong one.
who helped. Oh, this is 100,000 pounds. Okay, this makes more sense. I guess it's thousands.
Oh,
So these are
that's
thousands.
why you
So
can buy ships.
10,000, 20,000. I was like, these are some cheap ships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Monopoly price ships.
You know, we're
Ships.
gonna play with the reverse side,
2,
which is
260.
oceans and continents.
Why?
You're having too much fun.
What's wrong? That was bad. Boston. We've been ignoring Boston. We gotta go Boston.
That's not bad. Let's do St. Louis in Canada.
Buying 2 ships.
And then
2
Oceanic dies.
Oceanic
dies.
die. It
So that's gonna
goes.
be
It goes to the
210.
great dry dock in the sky. 3 new ships.
The Deutschland, Carpathia, and Cedric.
Cedric. Oh, Cedric. Now, where are they going? You can only deploy 1.
I can only deploy 1.
Yes, but the other one still gets coal
Yes.
and a captain.
Captain. There's your coal and captain. St. Louis is a bit younger, so let's get him.
It's young a tip.
Let's get rid of your stuff.
Cutty Sark! No! So it's a starting ship, which means it can ship, so I get $20.
Yeah.
But it's not worth any points. So there we go. Kairos' turn.
2 of my own ships are going to transport, surprise, surprise, for 70 euros.
Pounds.
Pounds.
They voted to not have
That's
euros anymore.
Brexit.
Actually, they never had euros, but
Yeah, that's the other. Yeah. Anyway. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and do a shipyard.
Yarp.
So I'm going to purchase ships because I'm rich and
You are
famous. Kaiser Wilhelm DG. I don't know what the DG is for, but Kaiser Wilhelm, come on down for 190. And then I have $50 left. Oh no, it's 200. And then I can buy the Armenian for 50. And I'll be broke. Let's do it. Okay, there you go. The Armenian I'm not going to deploy, so the Armenian, because I can't, hangs out here with the captain. And then the Kaiser Wilhelm DG is going to New York.
Oh. Alright, so I'm getting kicked out.
So the Oregon can actually go to Baltimore or Boston. Your pick.
Oh, I don't.
Yep. Do you want to go Baltimore or Boston? Do you want to bump me?
Let's go to Boston.
Okay. Well, I would have rebalanced to Boston anyway. The Scotia's going out, basically, no matter what.
Fine with that.
Alright, so Scotia's out. Nobody owns it. It's just out.
My turn?
Yes.
Directing. I've got 8 cards exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a green and a white.
See? Oh. I thought Kabuki was leaving, but they're not.
What card do I want?
That's a great question.
I kind of like the cruise line.
Sorry. I would have gotten a blue ribbon.
Darn, that
Kaiser
blue
Wilhelm
Ray-Ban
DG.
card
I was hoping to get rid of that before you got your cards.
It's gonna go away.
I know. That's why I was very happy.
Oops.
Yeah.
I kind of like the cruise liner because that'll give me 140.
Oh, you
bucks
get
right
the
now.
big choice?
One big and one small.
Good. The problem child has the big one now.
Yep, that was the plan. Oh, darn it.
I'm gonna transport to St. Louis. That gets me $10 or 10 pounds per 100 passengers. So that's 140 pounds.
Yep.
I am done.
Then I'm gonna director also. I also have exactly 8. Which will get me 2 thingies. So I'll get a red and a white.
I don't director.
Oh, I got 2 cards.
I have
That's right,
2
you
cards.
waited one more turn than us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I will take this invest card.
It's pretty decent.
Which, for 100 pounds, gets me another 2 thingies. Okay, wait one. And I get a trade house or 2 coal. I will put a trade house in New York.
Very nice.
So this goes away.
Yep. 2 comments.
Oh, transport. Let 3 of your own ships transport. Nice. Very nice. I think I'm gonna screw it up even more. I'm gonna discard my director hat.
What?
And I'm going to do what is this? Red. I'm gonna do let 1 steamship per flag transport and deploy 1 ship if possible.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna deploy the Armenian, and the Armenian's going to go to. They're gonna go here. So I'm bumping myself. I should shut down John's Point Factory, actually.
No, that's a terrible idea.
So they're gonna go here. And
$30. 'Cause that can't be
it
deployed.
can't be deployed, but you do get $30 because it does ship,
And I get points.
and you get points. So you get 7.
11.
Yep. And then this gets put face down your thing, and there's your captain. So I deployed, and now I will transport 1 per flag. And so I can do 4. Oh no, why did I think I had more flags than that? Well, it doesn't matter. I can do, it's either
1 per region or 1 per...
1 per flag. Doesn't really matter. The card stays. So I could do transport or global, but it doesn't matter. 3 are transporting. So I'll do the Armenian for 30, the Kaiser Wilhelm EG or DG for 80, so that's 110, and then this one for 60, so it's 170, and then I will get 4 points because of New York. And that was my turn. I'm no longer broke. For now.
I'm copying the invest action. So for $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1.
Hey, pasted.
I will build a thing in Boston.
Isn't pasted...
Oh, that's just pated.
And
Pated,
I will
isn't
get a
paid.
red.
red token? It's in the... Yeah.
You're in the other box.
And then I can get a black too, can I?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a black as well.
Yeah, it's the best way to get the box.
It's really,
We're all broke.
I should have done.
We all love board games.
Did I get a chip last? No, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Last time I got a card.
I'm gonna copy Tiffany.
It does matter.
Purchase up
It doesn't
to
matter because I can't remember.
up to 2 steamships, and then I will use some of this money that I have.
Make it rain.
That's right.
We're already on the 8 ships, by the way. It's pretty...
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Quick.
It's Alice. That's what I thought. I was like, the name is really familiar, that username.
Nice.
200
slick.
pounds.
Make it rain.
I will purchase the Deutschland.
Did you guys get the house? Alice, did you get the house? They put an offer in on a house.
Ooh, exciting.
The Deutschland, would you believe?
Did we discard one?
Yes.
Okay.
The Deutschland is going to New York, which
What?
bumps the Umbria. And the Umbria is going to go
There.
to Baltimore.
And that bumps the Debonair.
The Devonia is gone.
Which
Both
is fine.
ships.
I left a thing on it. So I get $30.
Yep. And then you get.
I get a point. Actually, I get a point. Or no, I don't get a point for its shipping. Did we decide that last time? For its final shipping in a region, does it get the point?
Yeah, so I get 2 points then.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I get 11 points.
Yep.
Oh, they got the house. Yay!
Nice.
They're buying the unit next door.
What?
There you go. So that'll be an annoying move. It's always when you can
It
it's
just says with transporting with ships, so I think you do get the point.
Okay.
It doesn't
You
say
get
you
one,
don't,
two.
so.
okay. That short of a distance move is going to be frustrating, I think, because you won't properly pack and it's,
Right.
yeah. Whenever I move short distance like that, but that's super awesome. Super excited for you.
Oh,
Yay, no more
I got my
venting.
last blue ribbon. That was the other thing I was doing.
I think it's your turn.
Oh yeah, I get a turn after all that.
Now we're
pumping.
in 9.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do coal. Load them up. So I get 4 coal because it's not a good coal. And we'll do 1, 2. That one, Germanic, has a lot. Wow, that got bumped down a little fast. Did you get your blue ribbon for
Yeah.
that? You did, okay. I'm gonna put it on the Kaiser. Alright.
I will go invest. I will take a. I'll take a white. And then I will spend $30 to go in.
Cash! Wow, very nice. That's awesome.
I will also invest. Let's do a green and a trade house in Baltimore. Surprise, surprise. For 30.
Director!
Alright.
Finally. Definitely have 8.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do... I feel like if I play global right, it can be just as effective. So I'm gonna take the global. And I actually get 2 tokens because of smarts. I'm gonna take a green and a white to fill out one of my bingo rows. Bum, bum.
Mm-hmm.
And now I am playing the global, so I let 1 ship per region transport or 1 ship per flag transport. So either way, it's 3 ships. Oh no, that is blue, and that's black. So I could do 4.
That's just 3.
No, because oh right, red. That's why.
Yep.
I did the same thing. I'll just do region. Yeah, I'll do region. So Halifax, Kaiser, and the Germanic.
None of Steve's ships because he has Nicole.
What? Oh no, it's one ship per region.
It's sorry, not region.
I'm not
one
doing.
ship.
I'm doing one of my ships per region. So
I
not.
think it's just one ship per region. Like you have to do it,
Oh.
but it doesn't matter because he has Nicole.
Yeah, he doesn't have any coal. Maybe. I think I remember reading that at some point. Anyway, 40,
which would mean that maybe
120,
played wrong.
150.
One of his ships per region or one of his ships per.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
So I get 150 points, or $150.
Running away with the game.
And 2 points because the Kaiser
Yep.
shipped. There we go. Whew.
I'm gonna deploy the Canada to Boston. Should give me $20.
And the aerial is gone.
Yep. And then I get to.
But
all
the aerial
ships.
ships won last time.
Who owns the aerial?
John did.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. So you do get $20.
Actually, I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then all those ships. So Tiffany, you get 40. You're welcome.
And then you get
I get
140.
140. And,
Oh, yeah.
And then I get 4 points.
Thanks for using that coal up.
You're welcome.
I am gonna load 4 coal because I have 2 thingies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. John's turn.
No,
Or
we're not
Tiffany's
going to
turn.
Game Storm. We have a friends rehearsal tasting dinner thing for their wedding that weekend. I forget what you call it.
Yep.
We also have tickets to a concert. There's too much going on that weekend.
I'll be at GameStorm though, so if anyone is there and wants to play a game,
The famous
I had
John.
known that. You said that like so sarcastically. The
No,
famous John. I get
legitimately famous
play
John.
with me.
I get 5.
You've been recognized before.
Yeah,
as
you've been
the-
recognized as
John
that guy
from
on the
streams.
stream. Yeah. We'll put it on. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll be at Origins. Lots of cons. I was trying to see if I was going to a con in May, but I don't think I am.
I'm gonna get $200.
Commerce. I think I will do region for New York.
Wait, why do you get $200?
$50 per house I own.
John's got 4 houses.
4 houses.
Oh, he's green.
Yeah. All ships in the New York region transport.
Yay!
Yep.
I get 4 points.
You get 4 points and
$140.
$140. And
Wow,
then
Steve. Who are you playing for?
I get
Not you.
120 and 80. I get 200.
And 2 points.
2 points per, right? So 4 points.
4 points. Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, now that I'm rich,
I'm just throwing the game here.
Yeah.
I think I would like so many things. But I will.
Fat stack of cash you got there.
I could make it bigger by copying your comrades.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could just buy a ship. Or 2. I'm going to do shipyard. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the Lusitania
Yeah.
for $270.
Mm-hmm.
So 270. Ah! There's that one. And then, yep. And then, do I want to purchase a second ship? That is the question.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a white ship. There you go. Yeah, I guess I buy a ship. I'm gonna buy the, what can I afford? That's a better question. I think I'm gonna buy the, Rotterdam. as well for 180.
Yep.
Goodbye, Cedric.
And then I will deploy
We believed in you.
the Lusitania to New York.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Get you a blue ribbon.
Gives me a blue ribbon.
And the only place you can go is Baltimore.
Yeah, we've been ignoring Baltimore, except for Steve.
The Belgian land ships one last time.
1 point for shipping. And then it's not being deployed, right?
No, because it's the...
So blue's going to get you a crap ton of points. 11. Hey, look at that. We're all tied.
Oh, I got a coal instead of a blue ribbon.
8 plus 2. Oh, 11 total. So it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright. Now it's John's turn.
New ships.
Oh, yes. Into 10s! I'm into 10s?
Nope.
Not yet. There's the 10, the top of the 10 deck.
Titanic.
We're getting there.
Damn. So 24 is the fastest ship ever.
Nice.
No one else can go into blue.
I got the blue ribbon!
That sucks.
I mean, you can get a blue ship, but you won't get a blue ribbon.
I mean, yeah. Let's go for...
Would fairy lights be nice in teeny tiny courtyard? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I like fairy lights. We lived in an apartment and we put fairy lights over the courtyard and it was really nice. It was a very small courtyard. It was like, how wide was that courtyard? Like 8 feet by 8 feet or something? It was super small.
16. This one.
Oh, hey Ryan. Thanks for coming by.
I think I'll buy those 2 red ships. For 190
And 240.
40, so that's 430.
Yeah. You're buying France and George Washington. Implications.
And then goodbye, America.
And then let's deploy France.
Alright, well, here's the 10s.
So what do they get you?
They're
They just get you a
flags.
flag.
Do you get points for flags?
At the end of the game, you'll score it as if it were a ship.
Ooh.
So at the end of the game, we're going to score all of the ships that we have out as if they're retired. And if you have a building, you will score it as if it's a ship at the end of the game.
Cool. Let's go to Boston.
What's Stan?
And the Germanic is gone.
I saw that coming. So the Germanic will get me $40. And then it scores for another 11 points. Gyres.
Oh wait, I bought ships.
You did.
Trying to pull Steve. Not playing my shipyard.
Oh, okay, wait, what did you... Oh, that was your thing.
I didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my token
Good call. Good call.
to invest,
Mm.
which will get me some tiles. So let's do a coal and a green. So now a coal and a white. And put trade house in Baltimore.
Darn it.
Alright, Tiffany's turn.
Darn it, do. I will go ahead and I'm gonna region, and I'm gonna region Halifax. So that ships for $40 for John, and then I will get $70 because of John's old ship, and John does get 2 points.
Thank you.
And then John's turn.
Coal. So I get 5.
16.
Do 1, 2. Put 2 over there. And then let's go France.
Oh, sorry. Actually, pause. Before that happened, I deploy
Oh, sure.
because it's possible.
Alright, so hand me my coal back.
Yeah, sorry.
These 3.
Yeah, because that might change what you want to do.
Yep.
I will go ahead and welcome to New York. Whoops. So I'll do that. And then the first Bismarck can go to Baltimore and only Baltimore. Which means the Columbia bumps. So Steve gets $40 and he gets 2 points. And he gets to white.
5, 10?
Yep.
So 7, right?
Oh yeah, his white's 7.
White, sorry.
So
10,
12.
12. Okay.
And then there's your ship.
Alright, I'll do the same thing I was going to do. So those 3 go on those.
Alright, now it's Steve's turn.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, hey, Chad. John does have a Twitter. His Twitter is DuelJ. So DuellJ.
That's right. Like a German duel.
Yes. Zulevato Duel.
Yes.
That's how I remember John's last name. John is a friend of ours who lives pretty close and is our regular game
I'll do shipyard.
Game group person.
Purchase
him and Tony.
To 2 ships. I think I'm actually just going to do the Imperator.
The Imperial.
It's 100?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
no,
300.
It's 300.
I keep looking at the wrong price. What is wrong with me? Well, buy that token. Tricky.
Hobbits.
I think I will director. And I've got 6. So, I will get a coal director.
What would you like?
I think I would like to invest again.
Nice. 2 more of those.
There's that blue ribbon. So for £100, we'll get 2 more tokens. Let's do a red and a green. And then
I feel
let's
like
do
he's
a trade
cheating.
house
Yeah, I know, right?
in Boston.
Alright, I am investing. You don't... Oh, and... Ooh. No, you don't get to put a trade house, honey.
He does.
Yeah.
No, it's take coal, 2 coal per trade house. For 1 trade house, right?
That looks like an ore, unless I've been doing that totally wrong. He may build without further payment 1 trade house in a region where he has a ship, or if a coal bunker was included, distribute 2 coal.
Oh, so you can't build there. So you can build anywhere.
So, or
2 coal.
2, you just get 2 coal.
2 coal on the 2 different ships. So.
Okay, I'm copying that card. I'm gonna go ahead and get coal and a I guess coal and a like what ship is gonna age out, green or
Oh.
have you been cheating?
No, trade house building is always only where you have a ship.
Yeah.
Have you been cheating?
I don't think, well, I haven't built other than in those, but I didn't know that was a rule. I thought you could build anywhere.
I
So I don't know
will
if
build
you
in
know that.
Halifax because John has taken over Boston again.
Boston.
And that was my turn.
I'm gonna direct.
Oh, I have to pay for that though.
Oh yeah, $100.
Doing a Steve.
Oh, for the invest card, you can also not build a trade house and just take a marker for 50.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's on the regular vest though, right?
That's on the regular one. Yeah.
I get 2. I'm gonna take a white.
Yeah, the other one is just, you just get 2, so it's...
Okay, you're getting a white and a what?
And a red.
Okay.
And then I will.
Yeah, we said cheat and Steve way earlier. You weren't here. We
Alright.
needed...
Deploy a ship.
That sounds really weird, Alice, when you say it that way. I want to game with you on cam again. Cheat and Steve on the play!
Tweet. Yeah.
So let's go here.
Okay. The Ormonds cannot be redeployed.
Yep. So $40.
And then you score it.
And then I score 7 plus 5. 12. And it shipped, so 2 more, so 14.
Yep.
And then I'm transporting 3 ships, and that's going to be in Boston. So that'll be 190.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Lot of money.
And then I will get 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this should have been like that.
I'll just region Baltimore. So that is 180. And Tiffany gets 60.
Yep. And I get a point. And you get 4 points.
Is there any benefit to the buildings over ships?
Doesn't hasten the end of the game, I guess.
Correct. Ships do.
Ships
or
hasten.
if you buy a building, it will discard a ship.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Which I don't want to do.
I didn't get my $60. Yay! Chad put the corgis in.
Nice.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point of being on Twitch is to get the emojis. Or they're not emojis. They're whatever they're called. They're not emojis if they're pictures. I am going to.
Very descriptive.
Coal. I'm gonna do coal, and I get 5 coal. So that will get a coal. That will get a coal. That will get a coal. That will get a coal, and that will get a coal. And then it will be Kyra's turn.
No.
No, it's
John's
John's
turn.
John still gets a turn.
They're just really
Still get
fast.
turns.
They're getting fast.
They are.
He counted his money, and I'm concerned. See you, Alice.
I don't have enough to
Have a
buy
good
2
night.
ships, but I kind of want to buy 1.
Don't even have 2 ships to rub together.
I know.
We finish the round, right, when the game ends, or is it immediate?
I have absolutely no idea.
Do you get to score the ships that are up there?
Yes.
Okay.
All ships will score. The last steamship is purchased from the market. The current round is completed. And then we get 1 additional round.
Whoa.
Yay!
Is money open?
I mean, yes?
What do I want to do? Okay. Just get $200.
I'm going to invest again. For $100. I will get 2 more tokens.
Steve is.
When he's got a bingo board to fill out,
Yeah.
fills that
And I
sucker
can't do a
out.
trade house, so.
How many cards do I have down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 1 more card out. Did we ditch a card?
Who took one?
It was me, sorry.
Yeah. Another ship agent. And coal.
Oh, I have to direct her. I have to direct her. I have 7 cards. Boop, which gets me a token.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get a green because duh.
Right.
And then I'm gonna get the fleet. Get 2 victory points per active steamship with a different flag. I have 1 of each color. Yes. So black, red, green, white, and blue. So I get 10 points. Yay! I got up for like a second.
I'm going to buy some ships.
Yep.
You gonna buy 2?
I think I have enough for 2.
That's the game. We have 1 last round.
Well, not necessarily. I could buy a building.
That's true. No, it's well. Yes, it's true. That's true.
So
That's
I
true as well.
have $500.
Oh, which
So I
is...
don't have enough for 2.
No.
Fuck. Sorry. Shoot.
You get if it's PG-13, you get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our one for the stream, apparently. How's the sound quality, by the way? How's the audio, everyone? Just, wondering.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
Like, if we say something under our breath, does it not get
Did
picked
you
up?
pick it up, or just no?
I was looking for a
Closest to the
friend.
mic, so.
Well, but the mic is directional for Steve and I,
yeah.
so...
True. Oh, terribleness. But I think I do. I'm gonna buy the Olympic.
Yeah. Goodbye, Imperator. It was real.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
really...
could have bought the Olympic. Darn it.
The Titanic is the
260.
last ship!
Wow.
260.
Oh. If you buy a building, the Titanic will go to the dry docks. Save the Titanic!
Oh.
If it never goes to
But
sea,
yeah,
the
exactly.
time stream is rewritten,
No. Audio is crystal clear.
Sorry. Okay. Let's go here.
Boop, boop, boop. The St. Louis can be redeployed to
Oh,
Baltimore.
Nice.
That sucks. But I don't want to do that.
What? No.
Sorry.
Are you trying to bump one of yours?
Well, I don't want to bump one of Steve's.
The Oregon.
Could bump the
Can't
organ,
be.
but it's got no
Yeah,
coal.
it's got no code.
But that's just $50. Who cares about that?
Every $100 is a point at the end of the game.
Just a half a point. Well, I guess it's 2 points for. All right. No, let's not bump that. Let's bump Oregon.
You go to Boston?
Boston.
All right.
Whitstein.
Oregon scores.
Oregon scores 11. So that's
Okay, you need to put the other ship
Um,
that he gave you that crashed into the ocean. Did the France or Canada have the coal? Where'd
No,
that coal go?
that was the coal that was.
Oh,
on you.
good. Okay.
There was an accident.
All right, Kairos, it's your turn.
All right, I've got 3 cards down. Are all our ships out here gonna score?
Yes.
okay.
No. Yeah, let's do this.
Are you doing it?
I'm gonna purchase.
There it is.
Doing it.
I'm gonna load it with an extra coal. I'm buying the Titanic.
Great.
So does this?
So.
I think it drops, yeah. Well,
Does-
Wait,
this,
wait,
though?
wait, hold on, wait.
he doesn't have enough.
I did math wrong. I have 170, not 270.
Steve can't buy a ship. Steve can't buy a ship.
Well,
Oops.
it's awkward.
Everyone gets one more turn, or it just finishes out the round.
You finish the round and then you do one more round.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I guess 2 of my ships gotta transport. The first... Let's do this. The first Bismarck and the Deutschland.
The ship in the leftmost position. So that would imply that the buildings do not get bumped.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna get a measly 140 and 4 points.
You did transport. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna do global.
Yep.
1 steamship per flag, and I got every flag. What? So they all be going. So I get 80 plus 90, so it's 170.
Terrible.
Plus 70 is 240.
Terrible.
Plus 30 is 270. Plus 60 is 320. Right? Did I do that right? Sure. And then I will get 1 point for Baltimore. I will get 1 point for Halifax, and then I will get 1, 2, 3 times 2, so 6 points for Rotterdam.
Wow.
And a boosh. Okay.
just make a little change here. Don't mind me. Don't worry about the events that are currently transpiring.
Don't look behind the curtain, etc.
Everything's fine.
$80 for 4 points, or $270 for 2 points. Let's go with let's go for $270 for 2 points. $270 for transporting this cruise ship.
Nice. Alright, shipyard. Actually doing it this time.
You buying the Titanic?
Buying the Titanic.
Okay.
So, 40 back. And then the Titanic gets a captain and 2 coal. And it's going to Baltimore. Oh.
Bumping yourself.
Bumping myself.
That goes away.
Transport.
For how much?
60.
And then you got 8 plus 6.
14 points.
14 points.
A little disc.
A 50 disc.
50 disc.
Oh, yeah.
So then finishes the round and then one more round.
Yeah, so I have 2 more turns. John has 1 turn.
Sweet. And what are flags are just worth the points with here?
Mm-hmm.
Plus this or no?
I
Yes.
think, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase. I'll do shipyard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and purchase Liverpool. Yeah, I'll purchase Liverpool.
Okay.
For $350, which is exactly how much I have. No, I have $450. $350 for Liverpool. Deployed at sea. No, doesn't go to sea. It just hangs out. And now it's John's turn.
3, 4. No, I'm not for 2. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the same thing. Let's see. I think Le Havre is going to give me the most. So 320. Okay.
Okay, Steve, turn.
Surprise, surprise. I'm a director. Got a 6.
Oh no, he didn't. He went away.
Quite get it filled. So I get 1 of whatever I want. Let's see. 5. There's 5 white, and then only 4 red. I'll get another white. This goes back to my hand. And then what do I have? $100, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do cargo for 3 points basically. So 300. The Titanic is gonna transport for 2 points, right? Do you still get points for?
Yeah.
Cargo transporting, yeah. It's still transporting.
Yeah, 2
But
transports.
your income is
and then-
different, that's all.
Did I get my 2 points for shipping George Washington?
I don't think you did.
I don't think so.
And then shipyard is gone. Does this reshuffles or?
I don't think so.
I think it does. But
Maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I don't. It's my turn. I'm not using it.
Yeah.
Let's see
I
if it does.
am investing.
Makes sense.
And so there's no reason for me to build a trade house. Are trade house worth points at the end? I don't believe so.
These ones? Oh no, those ones. Oh yeah.
I don't think they are.
No, I think when you buy trade houses, you get these, and these give you points. So
Yeah. So I won't. But you were saying it was optional to build the trade house?
on the invest action,
Yeah.
you can build it where you have a ship and pay 20 to 50, or you can just pay 50, take a marker, and put it in the column.
I don't, because I don't have a ship in Boston,
So
so
she
I
could pay
couldn't.
50 to take 2 markers?
No, that's the third option. It's basically if you can't build a trade house, you can still pay
Oh.
50 for one only.
So you're always paying money.
You're always
Yeah.
paying money.
So
That makes
I'm
sense.
gonna do that, and I want a
If the original stack is empty, the separate stack is shuffled and used.
Coal anyway, which I would have to pay 50 for anyway. And that is my... Oh, and I get 2 coal to put onto stuff. Do we do... Twice? I don't know. Do they do a final shipping at the end? I don't believe they do. But who knows?
Oh. There must always be 5 different cards on display. Duplicate cards get discarded immediately. That's an interesting
I don't
rule.
think that's come up, though.
We did for like a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had
but this does
stack.
get shuffled, and they call it the separate stack.
Okay. This is... That's it. That's the game.
Okay.
So, we, oof. So these are headquarters. Our headquarters are in Liverpool, minor. Okay, so you get 1 point per $100 you have cash. I have $50, so I do not get a point.
I get 2 points.
Okay, so yeah. Your cards are useless.
Okay.
So you don't need those anymore.
I get 4 points from John.
Okay.
Cards are useless.
Cards are useless for score. The ships that you have already scored also do not score again, so keep them face down out of this area.
Okay.
Then each player collects their ships from the thing and scores them. So let's just go ahead and do this one region at a time.
Okay.
So we'll do Baltimore and work that way. So this ship...
Oh, it does still...
It does not ship.
Okay.
I meant this boat. This
Yeah,
vessel scores. So Steve's Titanic is white.
So 14.
So he gets 14 points. And then First Bismarck, which is blue, will give Steve 12 points. No. Yeah, 12 points. Okay. And then the ship that I can't say the name of, would get, it's black, so 6 plus 7, 13 points.
13. I think you gave me 14 for...
Okay.
Yeah, for my white ship. It was only 13.
Okay. And then next region, Halifax.
G. Washington. It's 9.
Very nice.
Okay. Boop. And then the Armenian gets me 4 plus 7, so 11.
Nice draw.
And then John St. Louis.
7 plus 4, so 11.
That's the spirit of St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
That's the spirit.
Okay. This is a green ship.
That's 9.
Oh, Nervenstein
For
asks,
me?
is the money double-sided? The money is double-sided.
And it's different on the other side.
Yeah, it's a front side and a back
One's
side.
a building and one's a person. You get me my 9 points?
Yep.
Okay. And then next is a white for me, which
The
is...
Lusitania didn't get sunk.
10 points. And then
Blue for Steve.
Steve's Deutschland.
12.
And then my Kaiser Wilhelm, which is a blue, which is
11.
11.
Nice.
There. Okay.
Okay. And then Boston
It's 11.
for John. And then France will give...
9.
And then Canada
Is 11.
Okay, and then headquarters. I have a black headquarters, so I will get 6 plus 7, so I'll get another 13 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, boop.
And then I got a white, which is 7 plus that, so it's 12.
Okay, and now we do the really annoying bingo thing.
Where Steve gets all the points.
Yeah, so the first row, the
I mean,
first completed row that is
I
printed,
didn't completely fill it out.
he had
still
one
have
hole, yeah. So the first, see you, Leslie, good night. So the first row printed is 0, and then the next printed row is 5 points, then 10 points, then 15, then 20, and they do add up.
Okay.
So for Steve's stupid board,
Yep.
he gets 5, plus 10 is 15, plus 15 is 30. So Steve will get 30 points.
And then for my incomplete row, I will get...
I'm not doing that yet.
Oh, okay.
Then I get 15 points. Okay, and then John gets 5 points. Okay.
And then
And then now for the weird math. So
it's not weird.
Okay, what is it?
Every tile on this row is 1 point. Every tile on this row is 2 points. Every tile on this row is 3 points. Every tile on this row is 4 points.
So you get 4 times 4.
Yes, so
Okay.
16 more points.
So you get 16 points. 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 times 3. So I will get 9 points. Oh.
What's tiebreaker?
I will look it up.
Hopefully it's not money because you already put yours back.
I only had $50. He had
Okay.
like 400 something.
Well, I know, but you get points for like it's probably the remainder. Right?
Maybe.
And then John, did you get your?
Do you get yours? You will get
8?
1?
no. So 1, 2. So 2 times 4. So you get 8 points.
Don't understand it.
So
It's complete or incomplete.
Fine.
Every tile on that row is points.
No, don't
It
explain
made more
No,
sense.
Stop.
What?
Is it money?
Oh
No,
no! Is
it's
it
not
least money? Is it most headquarters?
youngest ship.
What?
Oh!
You bought the Titanic. I don't think I bought. I didn't
wait,
buy a
youngest
9 ship.
existing ship?
No,
Or-
just youngest ship.
It must be the Titanic then.
It was the Rotterdam
But
is my youngest.
Does that include our ships that?
Well, no, those are all old because the Titanic is the youngest because it's a class 9.
Oh! Youngest ship that like
So Steve
exists.
wins.
I win with the Titanic. My heart will go on.
Oh God, he won with the Titanic.
The Titanic transatlantic victory.
Yeah, but I think you really lose because we all know what happens.
Hey, there was a great story, a timeless love story.
That was entirely fictional. And made
Yep.
up.
They were
Winner.
happy.
Oh my God.
Winner's ship sails across the North Atlantic.
Oh man. All right. And that's Transatlantic.
Yay! This was more fun than that first time we played like literally every rule wrong.
Yeah, we first played this at Essen, and I hadn't read the rule. I had read the rules like a few weeks prior, and the rule book is not fantastic. I was trying to teach it from memory while referencing the rule book, and then John from John Gets Games was there too, and he was also had read it like a month ago and was trying to do it from memory with me. It was really, and we had a lot of rules wrong, and we were missing stuff, and the game just kept going forever. So yeah, anyway.
One thing I'd say just from this game, from reading the actions on the card descriptions, there are things in the card rules that are not at all on the cards. So you
really?
probably need to read every card description. Like
getting the 50 chit.
Yeah.
Or the invest action, even if you can't build a trade house, you can still pay 50. Or that you have to have a trade house there.
Well, and also you read the rules.
Or you have to have a ship to build a trade house.
You read the rules and you're like, oh wow, that's really easy. We just do this and then we do this,
Yeah,
and then and then it's card examples, but there's very important rules in the card examples.
Yeah.
And then also there's like a further rule section, which is even more. It's like important as well. And then there's like the ship scoring is very important, and they reference it 3 times in the rulebook where they say see ship score. And I swear to you, I will read ship score and they'll be like, okay, but what does that mean? And then I'll read the next paragraph and it says refer to ship score. And I was just like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird, and there's like rules introduced in the middle of a paragraph that had nothing to do with the rule in a couple places. So you just have to really pay attention. I do know that for this rulebook, they did hire Gaming Rules to rewrite the rulebook and edit it. I don't know when that's releasing. I don't know if it's on BGG already. I don't know if it's in the second printing. I don't know any of that. This is an Essen release, and we were waiting for when the rulebook got updated to stream it. But then Maggie, who is awesome, came and taught us and made sure we were doing it right. So that's why I felt confident enough to like stream and teach it.
Nice.
So there you go. Also, John Gets Games did a great playthrough video as well. So you can watch that if you want to see another playthrough that isn't a stream. So, yeah. When do the old ships rust? They just go to dry dock. They just go, or to dock, or to stuff. So that is Transatlantic. I actually like it better than Concordia.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like it's, more, streamline's not the right word, but like, compact? I feel like
It is,
there's less to pay attention to and to focus on. It's very like...
And the economy is very direct.
Yes.
Like in Concordia, you're dealing with like 5 different goods, and you gotta like manage the storage of those goods, and like how those things are gonna be playing out on the board.
Yeah, and I like that this is just... The most I have to manage is 3, or however many regions is the number of players.
Yeah.
So you always have New York, and then you have 1 region for players. So if you're playing 2 players, you're just gonna have 2 regions. And you get to pick which region you want.
I don't see the gaming rules thing on BGG. But yeah, this feels kind of like you're trying to get control with the trade houses to get points and ships in the regions, and then timing when you score it. And that feels like a lot of fun with the fact that everybody's cycling their hand. I know in Concordia it didn't always feel like it mattered when I played the cards out of my hand as much, whereas in this, because each region is cycling, you want to play your card at the right time to like transport or ship or whatnot, like
in regards to other players.
In regards to other players, like timing what you play when other people, it feels more important in this than Concordia, and I think that's why
like you want to get a card up there, or you want to buy a ship before everyone else does.
And that definitely feels more interesting too.
Maggie has played it 2-player and says that she really enjoyed it 2-player. So that's interesting. We haven't actually played it 2-player yet. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know. I feel like it's another one of those things where we have so many other games that we want to play them more, and we want to play them stuff. So to be like, yeah, let's set up this game and play this. This one just isn't a priority.
Yeah.
For us.
I feel like, though, having played it a couple times, it's starting to feel streamlined enough where I think I would want to play it 2-player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
essentially.
it's getting to that point.
Feels weird not putting my stuff in a yellow bowl. Yeah. So there is that. Trying to think more thoughts.
Oh, did we mention the alternate board setup?
Yeah. So you can set up the ocean instead. So you don't have like cities for regions, you just have like oceans. So there's the North Atlantic region, the South Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Indian Ocean.
I think one more when you add the last player.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything about the gameplay though, right?
Nope.
I think you just always add 1 region for an extra player.
Yep. So that's the board if you want.
There's also
there is a president's variant. And so the president's variant, you don't get coal when you get a ship. So you play with the other side of the board, and then also, in addition, you don't have the director card, you have the president card, and the president card, when you take your cards back into your hand, you have to take at least back 5 cards, and then you can take contracts during the game, and so the ships don't cost more money, and only certain ones will give you coal.
With the variant ship market, yeah. So the first 3 give you coal, and the last 3 don't, but you don't pay extra prices. So it seems like it would speed up the game.
Yeah.
So you have contracts with the president's card. So there's little contract tokens that you get, and you win contracts by having the fastest ship. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but the president card, when you pick up all your cards, instead of getting invest tokens just to get invest tokens, based on the number of cards you picked up, you get invest tokens based on how many contracts you have. And you also get bonus money for having contracts. So the role of the tonnage and the passengers comes more into play if you're playing with the president variant. Yeah. Can you somehow mix this with Nemo's War?
Could we get I think because some of the ships probably have the same names, and I would like to look that up. I think there's the potential. So we take a break and then Heroic Logic got this in the Funnigan liquidation sale. I could not get on that server. I tried.
Yeah.
It would not be stable for me. Yeah, so
is it over?
I think it's probably over.
Yeah.
I
Feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Nothing like a little feeding frenzy to warm the heart.
Yeah.
So it said the way you get contracts was if you are better than the other ships when you deploy in categories. So tonnage, speed, or passengers.
That could be interesting because it'd be nice to
it gives
utilize those.
And it gives it another reason to go to a region aside from bumping people.
Right.
Yeah. It's cool.
I like it. That's good.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm not a huge fan of variants because...
Why? What?
I'm putting the decks together.
Oh, I was just confused as to why. Those cards came out.
Some games, I feel like I wouldn't... I don't know what optimal combination of variants that I want, or there's too many variants, but with this, hearing about them, I feel like...
I forgot.
Oh.
There's a book. It tells you information about every ship in the game.
Oh, wow. A lot of information.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I would want to try some of these variants to change how it plays. Because like, I like how it plays, but like maybe I want it to play faster, or I want to try the present thing.
Well, I think the present thing, you have to like pay more attention to why you're putting into a region, which I think would be more interesting when we get there. Yeah. But like, we're getting better every time we play.
Oh.
So, there's also an insert in this game. They were like, yeah, let's try it. So there was like punch outs and you put them in a certain way, and they're it's okay. With the cards, it's kind of, it's all right. But there's another deck of, what are these?
German cards.
Oh right, the German cards. So, yeah, but it came. Oh, there's the contract tiles. There's contract tiles. So yeah.
Are we doing decks in the playbacks?
They won't fit. Or they will. Will they not?
Good.
Don't know. Do they fit with the bits?
I believe they do.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
Was this big deck? Was this these cards? Probably maybe.
Let me put that there.
Oh, I just have been hoarding
money.
Yes, the little bowls are our favorite. I actually ordered more bowls from Nutters. Her shop was low/empty. Her shop was empty, and so I DM'd her and I was like, I need a bowl of this color and this color and this color, and she's like, okay. And she got more Felton recently, so her shop should be restocked shortly if you have been waiting to get Nutter bowls. So there's that. I don't remember what it is. It's weird. So if you have been shopping around for Nutter bowls, also the BGG bowls have become in stock. I saw an announcement. They're fully restocked on different colors now.
And those are silicone, right?
And those are silicone, and they're bigger than these. And they don't hook together. There was a bigger bag. Oh, you put those in there. So I've seen the silicone ones, but I like our cup ones.
I like the feel, the felt. I like the thickness.
I like the smell. I like the snap. I like how they go together.
They've held up to a lot of use and abuse too.
Yeah.
Like we haven't had any snaps fail.
Maggie was saying that all of her felt bowls that were DIY'd, all of the snaps had started to fail. So like the snaps were all ripped out. This insert is
ridiculous.
Not helpful.
That kind of works.
Well, I think that's bending it.
Oh, you're right.
So, I don't... Maybe.
Oh, it's...
There we go!
This goes here. When you've done it.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yay!
That goes there as well.
I mean, it works. It works.
That
I think...
probably goes inside, yeah.
These went at some point, maybe under some stuff.
Something.
No, those fit really nice there, though. Maybe, I don't know, do it. Try it.
No.
Experiment.
I mean, someone did put a decent amount of thought.
No,
yeah,
it works.
And to design
and then this sort of works. I mean, and then it sort of doesn't work. But we're done. Yay! Anyway, as I was saying, Maggie has said that no, the DIY bowls that she had that somebody else made for her had all fallen apart. But she was really impressed with Netter's bowls and could tell that they were much better quality.
Yeah, these are nice.
Because they haven't fallen apart. So I don't know how Netters does it differently than the other person, but there we go. You can find a link down to the Netter Bowls down below on Twitch or YouTube. It's little ads for both because we love them a lot. And we like supporting Netters. So there we go. Because she makes these at home. Gizmo helps. I'm sure.
Gizmo helps a lot.
Little Steve went on an adventure today.
Little Steve did go on an adventure.
Oh, hello, Seth Jaffe. Chimera Station. Oh no, does YouTube still say Chimera Station?
Uh-oh.
Did you update YouTube?
I did.
Oh.
And it said all changes saved.
Oh,
or maybe
sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. You missed the Chimera stream. It was really, really good. We called the station of questionable ethics. It does still say Chimera Station.
It's got the picture of Chimera Station.
Oh, because I didn't update the thumbnail. YouTube does update thumbnails.
No, not very reliably.
Every time I do it, it does it.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, that's it for tonight's stream of Transatlantic. We did pretty good. We did teach and play in 2 hours. That's really solid, I feel.
Although the Chimera Station replay would be up.
No,
It'll be up
yet.
soon, right?
No, it's up soon. It's not up yet.
Okay.
Just don't even mention it.
Don't even mention
Don't even mention it. It should be on BGG, though. If you search BGG for Chimera Station, it should be up there unless I was really tired this weekend. How did we like Transatlantic? We like Transatlantic.
It's good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
you like Concordia a lot.
I like Concordia better.
Is it because you like more?
I like more. I like less player interaction. That was a little too much.
And that's interesting because I normally don't enjoy a lot of player interaction, but I think I like this more.
Yeah. And I'd probably like it more if I was like, I played it a couple times.
Yeah, this was your first play.
Because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to throw it here and then... And then things would happen. And...
Yeah.
No, I think the times I've played before, I've underestimated how many points you get in the end game.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, the bigger board, it has a lot of weight.
And which ships you have. Like, the ships that get dumped into the sea, basically, and give you more points for more ships tend to even out by the end of the game, but you can get a lot of points, it seems like, mid-game. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it depends on what people are picking.
Right.
I don't know. But I think I feel like I kind of got it this game, whereas the last two, I was kind of floundering. So
I think I might like Navigador the best, though.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. People really like Navigador. Coolies. Yeah, I like it a little bit more than Concordia just because I like that there's less to focus on. There's less, like, avenues and balancing and things. It's just ships. And there are still some things to focus on. I like that I am focusing more on my hand rotation. And like the region rotation and stuff like that. So
yeah,
there we go.
I don't know. I like the indirect player interaction by how ships get bumped.
Sure.
Like
also,
so you're controlling what you buy and you can make good or bad choices and your ships will stick around for a while or get bumped. I don't know. I like.
You see that as indirect.
Well, I like the indirect interaction of okay, I'll buy a ship in the hope that maybe someone will buy a ship here and it'll bump this to. Put it in this region, and that'll bump my ship, and then it'll score and transport. Like, there's this whole Rube Goldberg chain that you can kind of hedge.
Yeah.
Where in Concordia, it's more like straight area control, which is different and good. But
speaking, I forget, Concordia doesn't play super good 2-player, right?
There's 2-player maps.
Yeah.
That play really well together.
Okay, but you have to get the map.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the reasons why we didn't hold on to Concordia.
Yeah.
Was because we didn't want to buy the
I will say, learning this from the rules was tough and probably took us a couple games and being taught it to learn it well. So it might be rough in an initial play just because it's tough to learn from the rules.
Yeah, the rules are awful on this. But John Gets Games has a great playthrough video. We have a good, apparently, teach and playthrough video. I guess. I don't know. You're watching it.
With lots of asterisks, like, read the rules for this card in the rule book.
Yeah. Cool. All right, that is it for tonight's stream. We're not gonna do a bonus stream because we're tired, but we're gonna play a game off camera. So there's that. Tune in next week for Steve's solo stream of He Doesn't Know Yet.
Oh.
He has some ideas.
Yeah, I would like to pick something that I have not streamed yet. I'll give people warning. We do tend to stream games that are available, and I might stream something for fun that isn't something that's widely available. Even though we generally tend to do stuff that you can buy yourself, so I might have fun.
I don't know. I feel like you should bonus stream that. I'm gone all week. You could do the...
Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll bonus stream a game that I'm thinking of that's out of print.
I think you should do a game that's in print that people can get for the Prime stream, and then you could bonus stream it.
Yeah,
out of print stream.
That sounds good.
Cool. So tune in for that. Kabuki Kid really wants D-Day at Omaha Beach. A couple people do, but we don't own it. So, there's that. Thank you for watching, chat. Thank you, Angela and Kabuki Kid and Eden. I don't know if you're still there, Nitten. But thank you, everybody, our regulars that came and hang out.
Matt Bono was watching over on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody else that came and hang out. Those are super awesome of you. And we'll see you guys next week. Or Steve will see you next week. I won't be here next week. And we are not doing a Thursday stream for the month of March. Thursdays are not planned for March. Steve might do a bonus stream next Thursday. Entirely bonus. We'll see. Yep. But just keep that in mind for the month of March. No more Thursday streams unless they are bonus streams.
Seth suggests I stream Han Solo, which is a game I have in development. You were sick on the couch, and I did stream Han Solo, I think...
Years ago.
2 years ago? 1 year ago? I don't know.
2 years ago.
That was definitely a fun stream.
2 or 3, yeah.
So, maybe if that gets more development sometime in the future.
Yeah, he hasn't worked on it in like a year. It's been a while. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
Cool.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you're watching live, thank you for hanging out and chatting with us. If you haven't, go ahead and check out my Patreon, link down below in the doodly-doo if you're watching on YouTube. Every dollar does help per month. And we're going to be doing some cool giveaway stuff for Patreon supporters of certain things and stuff. So make sure that you are on the Patreon for that. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up and a like. Or that's the same thing. Thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Also on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch and you like Twitch, go ahead and give us a follow. That really helps us maintain our accounts and stuff like that. Coolies. All right. Yep. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
All right. See, or I'll see.
Yeah, you'll see next week. I might tune in from where I will be, but I doubt it.
Yep.
I doubt it a lot. So
cool.
Maybe I'll swing by. All right.
See you.
Night.
Bye. Night.